So with the new Chinyu Vale recent update, we are able to actually kind of go underneath Celestia officially and just kind of see underneath, even though it is nothing but a bunch of gray shit. But have you ever thought back to whenever we were learning about the prophecy and stuff in Fontaine and wondered, wait, so the prophecy says, or according to, I don't even know if it was a prophecy that said this, but I do recall somebody saying that Celestia was actually directly under Fontaine after giving Fontaine their punishment, the prophecy, whatever, for, of course, them creating humans and stuff. However, I guess it might just be me, but I feel like if Celestia was directly under Fontaine, it would have been more underneath there. Like, I feel like if it didn't move from that point in time, is what I'm trying to get at, we would have been able to directly stand underneath it while we were in Fontaine before Chinyu Vale came along. So this brings up a few questions in my head. Is Celestia moving? What causes it to move? Where is it trying to go? And where was its original resting spot before it flew over to Fontaine to give it the punishment? So let's start off with the first question. Is Celestia trying to move somewhere? Now, it's not exactly confirmed if Celestia can move, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of factor that can cause Celestia to move from location to location to be able to see all of that, especially after the Conria incident. Also, in another video, I have stated that I believe that Celestia is a little too low for some sort of heavenly place in the sky, if you catch my drift. Now, obviously, of course, the model we see here today is not probably going to be the exact same size as Celestia itself. However, if you look up, it pretty much almost looks like an airplane in the sky. The same height, basically the same height as what an airplane would be flying in the sky. Or sort of similar to that. Or maybe it's just the size of Celestia itself, but either way, I feel like it's a little too low to the ground to really, I guess, be where it's supposed to be. Now, what could cause Celestia to move exactly? Now, obviously, Celestia seems to currently be in control, be controlled by the unknown god. So I feel like she could also play a part in being able to make Celestia move. But I also think that Celestia may actually be able to somehow move on its own. Now, let me bring the heavenly principles up into this. So, of course, the primordial one, the one who created what Teyvat is today, the Celestia, and of course the heavenly principles itself, I believe that she built Celestia on the heavenly principles, giving it the ability to maneuver around and basically serve punishment where it's needed. Now, obviously, I believe that the unknown god that we meet at the beginning is not the primordial one herself. So there's a chance that the heavenly principles and Celestia in general can be altered to basically, I guess, fit the unknown, to be able to fit the unknown god's likings. Anyway, on to the next question of where could Celestia be trying to go? Where did it go, actually? Where did it go? Maybe it's because I moved, or maybe it's because it's nighttime. I swear, the Celestia likes to disappear sometime. Oh, I kind of see it now. It's very hard to. You can see the outline of it, though. Now, other than wherever Celestia's original spot was, I think that Celestia could be heading back to where the story began. And yes, I'm talking about Mondstadt. But hear me out on why I think this. Now, of course, Mondstadt is where our journey began, and of course, it was actually the first nation to give its people their own type of rule, their own type of freedom. So of course he is still like the Archon. Nothing can change that. But this is one of the first, well, not one of the first nations to be punished, I guess the second nation. But technically, of course, the role of humanity seems to be something that the unknown god doesn't like and considers a sin. And this is why I think that Celestia is trying to travel back to Mondstadt. However, I think that we will return to Mondstadt toward, I guess, the end of our journey, and I believe that that's where it will end before Celestia can punish any of the other Archons for pretty much doing the same thing that Venti did, giving humans basically rule over their own rule over the place that they live. Because, of course, the second nation would have been here in Liyue, Zhongli, and then, of course, Inazuma, which I don't know if Inazuma is technically under human rule. I don't know exactly anything about that part, but it almost seems to be in a way. And also, if you think about it, Celestia is like a bunch of big floating rocks, so obviously it's gonna take Celestia a bit of time to travel back to Mondstadt. I mean, it can't really travel as much as we do and as fast as we do. Now, obviously for us, it's not gonna probably be in Mondstadt until we get Mondstadt's port and we travel back to Mondstadt, which no one exactly knows for sure when this will be. It could be at the end of our journey. However, of course, Celestia isn't just gonna, move just like that. It's probably gonna take some time for Celestia to move. However, it has been a few years on our journey, but perhaps Celestia had to stay in Fontaine or close to Fontaine's region to make sure that the prophecy was fulfilled and that the punishment went through with, basically, because maybe there's a way that the Archons or even the people of Fontaine themselves could have completely avoided the whole prophecy thing. But maybe not. Anyway, I want to talk about where Celestia's original resting spot might be, or basically where Celestia just kind of floated where it was created. And I'm going to look at the map for this, because I think there's like a few possible areas that I'm thinking of. So I'm not exactly sure what this area could be or what it's supposed to be, but we have this huge area kind of here that's just there. It hasn't really been a part of anything. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Sumeru's completely done. There's no more areas in Sumeru. I'm pretty sure after this, Liyue, after Chenyu Vale, I think Liyue is completely finished. Um, but still, what is this for? And I'm pretty sure in the completed map, if I remember correctly, there's a very weird, strange looking area somewhere. I think it's like up in here, or down here, or in here, wherever. And it's basically like this little circled area. Let me look up the full Genshin map and I'll try to describe it to you guys. Okay, so this place, it's kind of in between, I'm gonna guess, oh god, this map is huge. Hold on, it's very hard to see. It is kind of near Mondstadt, but I did get the area wrong. If anything, it's more like up and over, I'm sorry, right in here maybe? I don't know, it's very hard to see, but from the looks of it, it's, oh my god, why'd you do that? It's like this island, like this sort of island. There's like a lake surrounding it. And connected to it seems to be 7 different islands. And I'm not exactly sure what this is for. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. But I think this might be another way people can use to access Celestia or to ascend to Celestia or whatever they can use it for or whatever it's for. But I think it's a way to get to Celestia, and I think it's exactly how we're going to get to Celestia. So, to summarize this video, or this theory, I think Celestia can move, slowly but surely, and I think it could be moving its way to Mondstadt to try and punish Venti, of course, because he was the first or the second Archon that technically committed a sin by giving his nation more of a human rule. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this theory. Comment what you think about Celestia being able to move, if you think it can move, and where you think it's going. and where you think it originally was. And again, correct me if I'm wrong about anything in this video. I just thought this was something interesting to talk about. Also, I do apologize for me kind of stuttering and stopping in videos and getting off track. That is a big issue that I need to fix. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this theory. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!